We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Ryan Borucki will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Peraza. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
1-1 the count now. Here's the pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Next up for the Red Sox, Alex Verdugo. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. First offering on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That is first. The left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch.
Back outside.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Drilled right back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him. And now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed. Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Rafael Devers is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. Martinez at second. Bogarts at first. 2 out in the inning. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
All even now, 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Walden gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
In the day and age where wins and losses don't mean a whole lot, how about this? This guy lost only 2 games. That's right, 2 games all last season. What a fantastic year he had. We'll see if he can put together another one of those magical years beginning in this one.
Now at the plate, Rowdy Tellez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Too high, 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing in a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Batting third, the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. From the stretch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Gurriel playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Three and 0 now.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 pitch.
82. You got a full count?
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Second and third, 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. One and two. Here it is. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Fouled off. He's set. The 2-2. Line towards center field. Pilar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Kevin Pilar. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Kevin Pilar.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seven, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Digging in now, Christian Vasquez. Now the pitch.
Ball one.
Drilled to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Michael Chavis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. They trail this one 1-0. Next to bat for Toronto, Reese McGuire. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Stepping in, Billy McKinney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Nobody out, runner on first. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
That misses 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Three-two pitch. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play, and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Cavan Biggio. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, but called a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Pilar, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Riding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Moreland.
Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball. 1-1.
A bouncer to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And here's Jose Peraza, and he puts it on the ground to second. There's one on to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down 1-0. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Number 44.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Ready for another chance? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count. Not close. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 count. The pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Lourdes Gurriel is on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. Set. Here's the 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 13. Shortstop,
Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
The 0-1 pitch.
Your idea of working a count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 0-1 on its way. Hit down the line at first. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 11.
Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And it's fouled away. A pause. And the 0-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're up 1-0. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Leading off for Boston, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
First, here it is.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. First pitch on its way.
No, inside.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top 2 speeds thus far. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that brings up the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And another foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail 1-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Leading off for the day, the right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Fouled away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plugged him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Comes into this for 1 in the ball game. As a look, now the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless, he's on his way to an early shower. Ryan Weber answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Rowdy Tellez will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. From the stretch, there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. From the stretch. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's set. Here it comes. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Pilar's there, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. The Jays are out in front, 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. New inning set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Pillar.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's it. The count is 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Riding in once again, Christian Vasquez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
That's a ball.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he's back easily. The 2-1 home.
Ball, that's outside.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now the Red Sox DH, Michael Chavis. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. He's set, and the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman. lifted the other way down the left field line.
Hernandez is in pursuit.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they are on the board. It's a sac fly and an RBI to make this a 3-1 game now.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Ready once again, Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 2-1.
Nope, outside.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit high and deep to right center. McKinney giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Red Sox 1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Bounce towards the second baseman. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind. 0-2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. There's a shin high slider laid off for a ball. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk. Ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home.
Inside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And the count will be full. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. Even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. A dive, but he's back. 2 out with the man at first. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Lifted the other way to left center. Martinez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check, and it's still 3-1. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First delivery to him on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Hernandez. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
In now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1.
That's out.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-1 home. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Runner at first here, one man. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Line drive to center field. McKinney is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now to the plate, Rafael Devers. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And it's belted high and deep into right center. McKinney going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Red Sox leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in once again, Billy McKinney. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. A high fastball is in there. Biggio is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 1-2. The fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Rowdy Tellez.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And that's in there, base hit. Oh, and he botches it. McKinney is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Oh and 1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 3-1 now.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
The 3-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. This one's down to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We're through 6 full. The Jays lead it 4-1. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar.
Leading off for Boston, the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2-1 the count to Pillar.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now pitch on the way. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
A bouncer up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Here he comes on 2-0.
Ball three.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Chavis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
From the belt, the pitch. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2. Ball 2.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, number 11.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
3-0 now.
3 on the count.
And the pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
The right fielder, number 15.
So a runner at first now with one away. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. From the stretch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder still ranging back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 10.
So striding forward now, Reese McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted the other way to left center. Martinez on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Toronto as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping into the box, Jose Peraza. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Anthony Bass is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
52, Anthony.
Standing in now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Popped him up. McGuire is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Standing in, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And the pitch. To 2-2 now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now
The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Jordan Romano enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Kevin Pillar. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air to center. McKinney is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Red Sox 3. Darwinzon Hernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another shot now. Billy McKinney. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 0-2 home. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Kevin Biggio. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 44.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Oh, that's it. All right.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Verdugo looks up. Gone! solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 5-3.
You know, that's a huge home run at this point in the game. When you can tack on an extra run heading into the ninth, it's a big confidence boost to the whole team and pretty demoralizing to the opposition.
Now back.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. It's now 5-3 Toronto. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
51.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now back, designated hitter, Michael Chavis.
Now in the box, Michael Chavis, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Stepping in now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Lays off, and it's 3-0.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ryan Borucki gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Marcus Walden couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. Ken Giles closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Rockney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.